Good morning, art buddies. Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel, Bricolage with Paint Girly. I'm just pulling up my stream on my phone so I can keep a better eye on chat. I was just checking on my puppy. She's having a rough day. I'm not sure why. We had the littles here yesterday, and they were afraid of her, so she was in her crate quite a bit. So we're not sure if maybe she's just a little upset about that. But she wouldn't eat her breakfast, so I hand fed her this morning, treated her like a princess. So she's just kind of laying around. I just gave her a little chewy bone, so if she feels like doing that, she's got it right there. Kind of spoiling her a little bit. So let's see, there's just a couple of us this morning. Thinking about our Gail this morning. Her dad's been in the hospital since Thursday. So we have to remember to pray for her dad. I don't remember if she's ever said her dad's name. I'm not remembering. Just if anybody in chat remembers, you could let me know, and then I could pray for him by name. I like to do that when I can. All right, so I think I need to find some paper towels. So I was over in Pennsylvania. Oh, there's Kel. She's listening, but she can't see. Her sunglasses are too dark. She's at the ocean. She has her sunblock. And she sent me a message, and I think it said something like, I have bats, but I think she means she has hats. And she has her sun block, and gosh, it's probably a beautiful day to be at the ocean. It's a beautiful day here. Okay, let's see. I was wanting my paper towels, just in case. So let's see, what was I doing? Oh, yes. I had to go over to Pennsylvania and saw my mom on Friday. And on my way back, I passed this thrift shop, which I haven't gone in before. It had been a thrift shop before this one, but a different company. And so I popped in there. So I have a little bit of a haul. And one of the things I picked up when I was there was some coin envelopes. So I think I want to play with those today. So let me just get a couple little paper towels. Now I had some coffee on my desk. It was getting nice and thick. If you mix up coffee like I usually do, oh, there's a couple more girls. Let's see, we've got Joyce and we've got Andrea. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for coming in. I know, right, Joyce? Yeah, I would like to be there too with Kel. It would be great. So I popped in and, of course, picked up some things that I certainly could live without. But one of the things is these coin envelopes. You probably know what I mean, but I'll show you those in a minute. So I'm just going to show you some of the things I got in my little thrift excursion. As I was coming by, had a little energy left. I thought I'm going to run into that thrift shop. It was huge. I couldn't do the whole thing, but I did enough damage. I did enough. My husband, sometimes, I don't know. I guess you could say he's cute. He said, "Did you buy that all that stuff?" And I'm like, "No, I stole it. Of course I bought it. What are you, crazy? Are you crazy?" No, they were giving it away. Look, this is what I got. $5. Of course, I don't think I thought it was $5, but I didn't have the right glasses with me. But, this is called Liberty Thrift Shop. And it's in, I guess it's considered Feasterville. No, Feasterville, where I was. It's not a full box. These are number 6s, which doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm not crazy about the color. Hey, there's Peggy. Good morning, Peggy. Hey, Ange. So I thought I'd like to mess around with those today, but there's quite a few in here, ladies. Quite a few. So I've got my little chunk of jelly plate out, and I'll see what I can do with when I start messing around with those. Uh-oh. They just flipped over there. I'll have to stretch to get them. So in Pennsylvania, well, in New Jersey, you don't get bags anymore. We're bagless. And like when Brian and I were in Europe, we got used to having to take bags because they don't do bags there. But it was hard for us because we're conditioned to just go in the store and they put your stuff in a bag. And in Jersey, I'm still trying to get used to the fact that we're bagless. Now in Pennsylvania, in the grocery stores, you still get your plastic shopping bags. But some places in Pennsylvania, you're not. Like last week, I was in a Goodwill, and they don't do bags anymore. So I'm in this thrift shop, and I thought, oh, well, maybe I better grab a bag because I was getting quite a collection of items, and I didn't know if they were going to give me a bag. So I found this bag. Oh, can you see it? It's got like a ticking lining. I guess this is some kind of rope, but it's kind of soft. Let me see if I can get it. Look, zigzag stitches. It looks pretty clean. Doesn't smell. So this is what I threw my stuff in so I could get it to the car. Whoops. Found this little partial package of doilies. Oh, I might be able to use that on my gel plate this morning. Won't give me too much, but it's got a little bit around there. That's an idea. These are 49 cents. There's just, but there's more in there than you think because you know how they stick together. So let me see. I want to keep an eye on chat. Yeah, I like the bag too. Oh, there's Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. And my one pencil sharpener died. And sometimes if I go to see my sisters and I want to do some coloring, I like to take a pencil sharpener. But I don't do good with the hand cranked ones because of my arthritis and such. But this is Staples brand and battery operated. So I thought that might be nice to have. So I picked that up. I don't know if it works yet. I didn't put batteries in it yet. But when I was at Goodwill too, the other thing that I noticed is some of Goodwill's prices aren't really very reasonable anymore. They've kind of jacked their prices up. But this little thrift shop wasn't too bad. This was $2. Now, of course, I don't know if it works yet, but I didn't think that was too bad. And then they had their books 5 for $1. So I got some books. And then they had these for 99 cents, 5x8. I thought that was kind of an odd size for me. I don't think I have any this size. Index cards. Goodwill thinks they're eBay. I mean, I really felt for years they were quite reasonable, but in this last couple of years, I really feel like their prices are kind of like I'd put stuff back and say, Susan Gerald, how are you? She says, so I had a bunch of totes, some with my vinyl linings. I painted on the outside what I put on the inside. That way I know if I need to wash before using again. Boxed, canned, no meats. Oh, she's very organized. Good for you. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's see. What else did oh, yeah, I got this because I'm a sucker for these little jars. This was $3. But I like this kind of a lid. And I've got those paper beads that Kel and I made. I have them in a bigger jar, but I thought they would look sweet in this little jar. So I got that little jar. And this I got because of the color. But this is a good container to put um, paintbrushes, excuse me, or pens, or like if I'm going to do something with colored pencils on my desk, I could fill it up with the colored pencils I'm using. But look at that beautiful color. This was $2, $1.99. Now I do have my little carts here, right? So I did pick up that one divider thing, and Ron's been saving me tin cans. So I might cover a couple tin cans today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with the coins. There's Judy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're just getting started, Judy. This little tweezer thing's not tweezing very good. His little little ends are kind of bent. And it's Happy Father's Day to all of those of you who might have a hubby or a partner who's a dad. We celebrated yesterday with our daughter. I don't think we'll see our son. I don't think they'll have his stepsons today because I think they'll spend the day with their dad, but we'll see. Anyhow, I'll see him tomorrow. Not that it's not Mother's Day, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see. Let's see these. I'm going to show you my books. Now, some books I just bought because they were small and I like the cover to build. Oh yeah, look at this. This probably was a silly purchase. I'll tell you why I did that. Oh yeah, this was good. I'm loving that bag. My little tote bag was $3.99. I didn't think that was bad for that. And it was in the toy section. I was just shooting through after hitting the ladies' room. So I thought it was a sign. Okay, I've got an all-purpose planner here. Love pages like this. And I think this was 79 cents. Can't beat that with a stick. This intrigued me. This was in this little box. But what in the world? And they had a whole stack of them, $1.99. It's like this. I probably will never use this. I don't know. It's like a little billfold kind of. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about this. I don't know that I would ever use this. The reason I bought it is because of this. 2004 pocketperfect.com. Look at these cards. I thought, well, those cards are worth $1.99 to me. Now let me see. Where's my little cutter? Let's see if I can slit this without cutting one of the cards. Maybe on the corner. Sneak in there. So for those of you who are just coming in, you may not have looked above you. Chat. Gail won't be here today. Her dad's been in the hospital since Thursday night. So if you would, if you pray for her dad and her and her family. And those of you that may not pray, if you could just think about her maybe and send her some good vibes, she would appreciate that. I thought these cards were cool. So it's like it's got a to-do list and a schedule, but there's no holes. I guess you're just supposed to slip them in these pockets. I mean, they're like cardstock. Cardstock wouldn't don't really fit in there. What is it supposed to? Oh, maybe like this, guys. Look. It's supposed to slip in there. Well, I'm going to be staining these puppies and using them for, I guess that's supposed to zhuzh in there like that. Pocketperfect.com. Anyway, I'm a sucker for cards, and insert type stuff. Oh, I got a couple baskets too. Hold on. Like wire baskets. Is that Kathy? Do I see Kathy? Hold on. I have to get closer to the computer. Look. Isn't that a cool size? It's wider than most of what I see. This is, well, it kind of flays out a little bit. So maybe 6 1/4 by 15, 49 cents. See what I'm saying? Like at Goodwill, that would be $3. Easy. And then I got this. This one was a little, yeah, this one was $3. But it says hold everything. Hold everything. It's got 3 compartments. And at the bottom of my wheelie tray, that bottom shelf, I've got big jars down there that are kind of hard to get to. So I was thinking if I put some paper or some books at the bottom and I tip this, I can maybe set my jars in so they stick out a little bit on the edge, and then I could get to them quicker. Like I've got my little balls of thread. I've got my embroidery threads in a jar. So, and if not, maybe I could put it in one of the top tiers and put a couple of things. But I thought I would try that. So I was excited about those 2 things. And then I got this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. But this reminds me of old stuff that my husband and I used to collect and have sitting around the house. This was $2, but I could probably just put some ribbon through, or maybe some of that sari silk stuff from my shindy rugs. Let's see what it says. See, there's some writing here I can't really make out. I'll have to clean it up maybe. Made in the USA. Looks like it says Acme up top. I'll have to get out my little lens and see if I can read that. But I thought that was cool. Okay, so now I got books. They have books in a couple of different sections. This is called The People Could Fly by Virginia Hamilton. This is, of course, bigger. American Black Folk Tales told by Virginia Hamilton. I didn't even really read that. What I do is flip through and look. And look, I flipped through and I like the pictures. I love the art and I like the pages and the size of the pages. Isn't the art cool? Here, look at this one. Look at that. Isn't it neat? Look. So that's what I picked. I mean, it's really nice paper. It probably will take dye or coffee, coffee staining very well. I just love the art in it. I thought, oh, I could trim them out. And you look how sweet. I might have to read this one first. I don't usually read. And I thought these pages I could fold in half, and would be a good size to pop in a journal. See, who did I miss coming in? Yeah, there's Kathy. Hi, Kat. Okay. And then this one I just picked up because it's little and I like the cover. So this would make a cute little journal using this as the cover. Same with this one. This is a nice gold kind of tan. I love these smaller. There might be some good pages for inserts there too, because this was an inspirational one. And got a little recipe book here. Years ago, I don't know if any of you in your area, but sometimes the churches or say like a charity will put together a cookbook, like from all their members. It would be like, their favorite recipes in different areas, like say appetizers or your soups and sandwich, stuff like that. And then everybody would submit, and then they would print a recipe book. Well, we have found over the years, my sisters and I, that there's usually some really cool recipes in these kinds of books. So I got this. I mean, they were 5 for $1 or 25 cents a piece. So I'm still working my way through this one. But there's a couple of things in here I might have to get the chef to make, because I don't think I'll make them. And then I saw this, and I just picked this up because I liked the way it looked. It was so grungy. Look, you can see the signatures down here. The 6th and 7th books of Moses. This probably, I don't know if this is anything I would believe in, but translated from the German. Right there it says $50. 50 dot, like it should be $50. I paid less than a quarter for it. But I thought the pages might be cool to add to a journal. Yeah, so that's my haul. So now I'm anxious the next time I get over to Pennsylvania, which is tomorrow. I might have to hop back in there. But anywho, it does add up, though, as you know, even though they're only a couple of dollars or under $1. I can't believe they had stuff in there for less than $1, because you don't find that at Goodwill anymore. At least not the ones I go to in my area. I know. Okay, I don't want to break my little dish. So now let's find a spot where I can tuck that way over the side. Okay. So I dropped my coin wrap, my coin envelope. So now I gotta go fetch that. There we go. So when I initially picked these up at the thrift shop, I was thinking, I could decorate them and use them for pockets and whatnot in a journal. But then when I got out to the car and looked at them more closely, they're a bigger size than what I had thought. So when I pulled a couple out, I thought, ooh, I could fold those and maybe make little books. Now, this isn't a real bright yellowy gold like some of those envelopes can be, but it's not a terrific color. So I thought, well, maybe if I put some coffee on my gel plate, I might be able to do something with it. Hey, hi, Judy. Good morning. There's Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Sorry, I just did a gulp. All right. So then I showed you these too. So I might add some coffee to them. But normally what I do is take some water and some instant coffee and make a really dark brew. But I'm out of instant coffee. I had some here sitting on my desk and it evaporates and it gets thicker and it kind of gets syrupy and it's really cool to work with. And it was fine. Was it yesterday? And then when I came back in this morning, it had a little mold on it. So I dumped that, cleaned my jar out. And this is just coffee from one of my K-pods. So I'm not sure how that might work. I mean, I'm sure it'll work, but it may not be as strong as what I'm used to using. So I'm just going to see what happens here. So the first thing I might try is one of these cards just to see what my brew looks like. So if you have any questions or anything you need for me to say, just as a reminder, if you will put it in caps for me, that will be wonderful. I have my phone here so I can kind of keep an eye on chat. So, and some of you will remember, I've said this several times, I had an 8x10, 8x11 jelly plate. I whacked it all in pieces. So this is one of my pieces. And I do have a envelope underneath there, kind of give me a guide of where I might put some color when I go to print on. This looks really thin. It doesn't look very dark at all. Judy said, there are nights that I need thick coffee to stay awake. I guess you do. Oh my goodness. Now look, I can't even see it. Okay, so I'm not happy with that. So, well, what can I add to it? I could probably add a little paint to it, but I don't know if that's going to mess it up. So I need it. I mean, I can see a little bit, but this is like weak tea. I picked the strong setting. Kelhead Susan? Oh. Oh, poo. Kelhead Susan. Okay. Let's see. Give me a second here. Let me because I'm on StreamYard, so let me jump over to YouTube. I think I have to unhide it from YouTube. It might be a time thing where I can't do anything. I don't know, but let me have a look. Let me have a look. My channel. Really don't know what I'm doing here, so let's just see. I'll go into the live. You're going to hear double voices probably. And let's see. Go back to. Okay, Susan, if you're still here, if you can write in something, I unhid you, so hopefully that will take care of it. Oopsie, sorry about that. Kel's at the beach. She probably couldn't see what she was doing with the sunglasses. You don't see Kelly either? Kellyanne, I'll use I didn't look for her to see if there was a problem. Maybe she hit herself. No, she couldn't do that, could she? Perhaps. Let's just have a quick little look. I have to. It just takes a little while. My computer's very slow. Takes a little while. You had to step away. Kellyanne hid Susan Gerald by accident, and so I went in and unhid her. But Susan says she doesn't see Kel either, so I'm just checking to see if she hit herself or if there's a problem there with her. Let me just check. But I have to do it from YouTube. I can't do it from StreamYard. At least to the best of my knowledge, I can't do it from StreamYard. So I'm just waiting for YouTube to reload. Playing hide and seek. Hide and seek. It's taking a little bit for my YouTube to load. Let's see. I gotta go. I have to go back and see if I can find Kellyanne. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna let me go back that far. Hmm. Oh, maybe I can. Let me do this. Hmm. All right, I rewound. I didn't see Kellyanne. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say this. Cal, if you're listening and you're typing and we can't see you, send me a private message, like we chat when we chat, and then I'll check. But yeah, I'm not sure. And she's at the beach, so maybe she went into the water or she's doing something else. So I'll see if she sends me a message. But I couldn't get back to where there were some of her. And I don't think I can do it from my phone either. So we'll just, I don't want to mess anything else up. So we'll leave well enough alone until I hear from her. Okay, so Peggy to the front of the classroom. My question for you is, all right, so I've got this weak coffee mixture and I want to make it a little darker so I can see what I've got here. What would you add to it? Would you add um, some acrylic paint? Would you not bother? Would you add maybe some of Tim Holtz's, like, the spray stain stuff? I just want to try to deepen it up a little bit. See, it's weak, real weak. I might. A re-inker? Yeah, I do have re-inkers. Do you think that would be the best way to go? I could use re-inkers for it, but I'm so cheap. See, like I have a lot of this stuff. This is peeled paint, green. I don't really want green, but I do have some brown. Okay, now let's look at my re-inkers. I mean, maybe I should pour some of this liquid out too, because see how much that is? Ooh, shoot. Yeah, I don't have any instant coffee. That's the problem. I'm out of instant coffee. Ergo, that's why I did the brewed. because I didn't, gosh, it sounds like I'm in a science lab here, clanking on the little bubbles. I don't want that. I don't want alcohol ink, right? Here's some, oh, I got two of that. See that? All right, I've got two. This one's almost full. I didn't think this was that full. And I've got a second one. So let me, yes, I will put a little re-inker into a little bit of coffee water. Keep a small, yeah, well, I had a large one from Dollar Tree, but see, at some point you run out of it and then you forget because you don't go out very often and you forget to tell the shopper, pick me up instant coffee. Okay, Kathy, it was nice to see you, sweetie. Thanks for popping in. Chat later, maybe, okay? Maybe we could catch up. Have a great day. It's Father's Day. I'm sure they're spending time with their son and their grands. They probably have. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a little dish here. This might be advisable. Advisable. Let's add a little bit of this in there. A little bit of Inca. Is Jacqueline here? There she is. Hi, my love. Okay. Oh gosh, this is. Put a shot of vintage photo in there. Boy, that looks like I have more than I do, maybe. But I have a second one, so I'm not worried. Lori, I spray paper and dry instant coffee for interesting. And drizzle dry. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I'll have to try that when I get some. When I get some back in the coffee, my supply cabinet. Maybe I'm not wanting that envelope underneath because it's making it slip. I don't. I say I don't want, but I'll probably going to end up doing it anyway. I don't know that I want colors today, like paints on my jelly plate. But I probably will do it anyway. Look, there's a nice big old thread or hair. That's a little better. Whoops. I did a little splash. Rinsing out my eyedropper. Woo! Oh, that other stuff I had was the one that went a little moldy. It was so thick and delicious. I thought, oh, that's going to be so good today. Okay, girls. You see what Peggy said? Make sure you keep your eyes shut. Thanks for telling us, Peggy. We don't want to damage anybody for life. Silly. She's a silly girl. She's a silly girl. Okay, that's better. I think that's better. Let's just see how it looks on this. I think I'm looking for more of a grunge. Yeah, that looks kind of grungy. Maybe I will get a couple of my. Okay, do I have those right here? Or are they over there? I think they're over there. Over there. Maybe I will spritz some. I'll just get the darker colors out. And I wonder how the alcohol ink ones would look. Okay, let's see. I think I want. That's the problem having so many choices. Try these. Oh, goodness. I don't have a very long reach. And that was easier than it normally is, but kind of got away from me a little bit here. See, I'm thinking I don't want color. I want, um, more like browns. That looks kind of grungy there, doesn't it? Okay, let's see what our choices are. I've got, that's a red. This is suede. This might be, think of Elvis. This says suede, but this is Glimmer Mist from Tattered Angels. This one is Brun or Cork, which might be nice. This one's a gray. Casi Negro. This one is Stone. I guess they all have a shimmer. Oops. This one, oh look, walnut ink. How big can that be? Let's see what that looks like. And these are some of the Lindy's. Rusty Hinge. That's a Tim Holtz. All right, I'm running out of places. Shocker. To set things. So let's turn off the hot glue gun. Smooth the sharpener. Has anybody seen Cal? You're lurking? Okay. I was afraid maybe you got where you couldn't, join us. So that's cool. This is called baseboard, semi-opaque matte mist called cardboard. Things sometimes just, go differently than you think. All right, I'm going to take that away so this doesn't slip. I didn't like the slippage. I'm going to have a little bit of a mess here, whatever I decide to do, right? So it's just the way it is. I'm getting tired of these nails, so I don't care about that. I'm going to take off my ring. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Now, this is a lot of sludge. Whoa. That sprayer's out of control. Woo! Now, these are those cards that were in that. Oh, that does look like cardboard. Hey, that's kind of cool. Wonder if I would like it better if I dripped it. If I can even. This is where it would be nice if I knew where my, let's get this Timmy dropper. Now, I don't think I want to spray that with alcohol, right? I would want to spray that with regular water if I wanted it to move. So, I did have two little, there they are. Look at that old wrinkly arm. It's like, whose arm is that? Let's see if we can move this a little. Peggy, spray with coffee. Yeah, I'd have to go find a spray bottle. Ooh. Oh, that looks kind of yummy, huh? That looks yummy to me. Okay, maybe I should spritz it first with the water. I'm liking that cardboard. Let's see, where'd that go? Lori? If she's out already, that's the quickest shower I've ever. All right, let's spritz on a little of this baseboard. I think I want to spritz on a little bit of this walnut too. You know where I got this? Did Peggy send me this? Ooh, that might be nice. All right, we're going to try. Now, the other thing I might try, I'm thinking I know why these were put into a thrift shop. See, when I open, they're kind of stuck there a little bit. I might leave the next, let's leave it down. Because I was thinking about folding this and making it a little books, like a little book cover, a little journal, or a little tuck-in. Seeing they're just stuck a little bit there. That looks kind of yummy. Certainly looks grungy, huh? But I'm wondering if I do like Dee Dee does, or like Tim Holtz does, you know, the drag, the slap and drag thing. Oh, I like that. I like the color combo. What do y'all think? I just don't think I want to put like Easter egg colors on here, you know? All right, let's move this off to the side. And let's start with a little water. And I've got my little cardboard. And the walnut is nice and dark. I just have to keep putting everything way to the right. I don't know why I'm doing that. And I think I might like a little bit of green in there. Let me try that too. This is peeled paint. Maybe not. I guess I didn't clean that schnozzle. This is mustard seed. Let's see if this one spritzes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, now this is the one that I opened. I'm going to use that as a little handle. Whoa. Whoa. Can you all see what I'm doing? Let's add a little more cardboard. And where's those? Let's try suede. This is the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. See, it's got a lot of sludge at the bottom. I haven't used these in forever. So I'm trying to mix in that little. I don't think these have a little mixy bowl. Let's add a little bit of that in. Might have to get out my. Ooh. I'm going to get out my Here, let's mop up some of this with one of these cards. Could really turn these into tags, couldn't I? Couldn't I? Couldn't I? All right, a little more water. A little more cardboard. Gosh, I'm glad I looked and saw that. I'm really liking that one. A little walnutto. And a little bit of the, it was this one, I think, suede. A little shimmer. Zip. There's definitely a learning curve to slap and drag, and mine I don't think turn out that great. I'm really not slap and dragging. I guess I got too much stuff sitting around me. I'm going to get my heat tool. But there's even just like, I've said this before, like painting and smearing stuff around the edges of things. It's not, people make it look easy. Like I'm thinking, especially, oh gosh, what's her name? Starts with an S. Shauna. She's like, she gets that brush working, man, and it just looks beautiful when she's done. And all she's doing is just moving wet watercolor and product around, and it just looks good the way she swooshes it. Now this, I'm expecting that would bleed, right? Because it's just an index card. Got that in my haul too, if you weren't here. This is a 5x8. Okay, let me see if Angie said, Lori, I have, oh crap, my phone's dying. Lori, I have a cute flower die cut that I just got. Oh, nice, Ange. It's fun to get something that we enjoy, right? And we know we're going to use a lot. That's cool. Lori, let them stand up and make them run, maybe. I think the paper's kind of sucking it in, but we can try that. Hold on. I got to set my phone down because now the charger thing is in. And now I'm attached to the plug. Okay, now I lost my chat there. Oh, yeah, yeah. I should show you my desk. I don't know if you can see. Look at all this jazz. See, I'm just kind of like not giving myself much room here. All right, I do kind of like working on the glass, so now this has a really, really fabulous shimmer to it. I'm going to use my heat tool. If you're able to see the shimmer. I can't really see it on my computer. It is lovely. Of course, I like shimmer. All right. All right, that one's a little damp. Okay, so See, now look, here I've got this opaque, this is ivory, and this is that chalkboard, like the cardboard by Plain Jane. And because of the color of the coin wrapper, maybe this ivory would show up. Let's see what else I have. Oh, look, I have a green. This says shimmer, inchworm. See, I said I didn't want colors. But I'm looking at the chalkboard stuff I have because I like how that, how the coin wrapper is taking it. All right, so let's try what Susan suggested. Let me just spritz a little bit at the top of the paper and see if it'll run down before it soaks all the way in. Let's see. See if we can do it. We can do it. All right, let me try. It's running a little bit, not much. I had my pipettes. Some over here. Let's see if I can conjure up one. Oh, I restacked a lot of stuff this morning to clear my workspace. And I had a little, oh, here's an eyedropper. I had a little, whoop, my bracelet just got attached to a magnet. All right, here's some of our coffee stuff. Let me grab some of this walnut. Let's see what that does. Something just hit the floor. My dropper just went down into my, totally down into my, oh, it was just a cap. Okay. Into my coffee. When you guys fuss around with stuff like this on your own, do you have as much trouble or mess as I do? This is not an attractive look for me. See, it's kind of like the paper's grabbing it, I think, and absorbing it. Because this is just, like regular, like a, not manila, because the colors, I don't know, what do you call these? Orangey yellow envelopes. I mean, this is a coin envelope because of the size and the shape. But like they have shipping bags and stuff made out of this. Or like mailers. I don't know if there's a particular name for this. This orangey yellow color. I'm not crazy about that. But here, let's do a combo of this white chalk. Now I'm just putting it on top of what I had. Look, this is a really cool blue. It's called Astrids, but it kind of looks like a light periwinkle. That's not coming out so cool. It's not spritzing. Left-handed pour. Oops, not a good idea. And this, oh, I love this. This is called inchworm, I think. Yeah, inchworm. Now that's kind of cool what that's doing. Let's take a little bit of that coffee. See if I can ruin this. Probably if I did alcohol, it would look really cool. All right, maybe before I spritz that green in, I'm going to take another 3x5 card. Well, this is totally going in a different direction than I thought. It is kind of cool. Now we've got a little bit of kind of dripping down there, and there's plenty of sparkle left behind. These are really thin index cards, by the way, if anybody's interested to know, like really thin. Not enough moisture there. I'm going to knock something over in a minute and have it all over myself. Wonder if I could pick it up on the, that was water, thank goodness. Thank the Lord. Right. Let's see if I can. Recap my walnut before I have that all over my dress. Not so great. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. I really like that subtle shimmer underneath. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting carried away. I don't know if that drives anybody else crazy, but let me see what else. I got to get my chat back because I can't see what you're saying. Thanks, Jacqueline. Chicken feet and someone drizzled gravy on the bird. Oh, I don't think I want to know that. I know inchworm, inchworm, inchworm. Let's put some of that on. This, of course, you see I have it on the jelly plate. I do have, this is alcohol here. Let's just, whoa. Can you see what that did? Look at that. Oh, oh, oh. Let's see if I can pick that up, or if it's just going to make one big blob. I'm going to put it the aligned side down. You told me he wasn't going to, you told us he wasn't going to do surgery. You have to watch it, and if it gets bigger, then you have to go back. Good plan, Ange. That's a good plan. I just hope it doesn't pain you too much. You know? Not so great. All right, I'm going back to my baseboard. I really like that. And the walnut. I don't know why. The walnut, I think of Walnutto and, gosh, Artie Johnson. I can see his face. Now I use the suede shimmer. That's stone. And this is brown. The suede looks more red, The stone looks, the cork brun, maroon, but doesn't look red. Maroon to me is maroon, but I guess maybe that's supposed to be brown. Now, see now in this doily, there's not much. Well, it's small. There's no design pattern in the center. It looks like it's solid. I don't think that, well, there is little tiny holes there. If my dog comes out, I have to take her out. She still hasn't moved. I don't think she's still, I just heard a noise. I thought maybe it was her. I'm really pressing this down. Phillies are on at 1:35 today. Oh, yeah. And I think I signed up for a an art class. I gotta invest as soon as I get off. I gotta investigate that. This lady was offering a free class, and she does, I saw it on a reel, and she does what would she call it? Not transparent. Like a see-through flower, watercolor flower. Wow, there's nothing left on the plate to pick up. Hmm. And that's at 3. I would like to do that. Her flowers are absolutely exquisite. But she said to check your spam folder, which I have not. Oh, I think I like that. I think I like that. Let's see if I can get in. This is really too damp, I think, to really try to pick up anything. I hope I don't rip this because I kind of like this. Not too bad, except, it's not end to end, which is kind of annoying. Let me get some of that. Translucent. Thank you, my dear. Yes, that's what I mean. Translucent. Okay, I don't know what to do with you girls without you girls keeping me on the street. No. This is why my computer doesn't work, because I throw everything up on the keyboard. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was really rude. All right, so I'm looking for a couple that maybe I can do little books with. So let's stop fussing around. Let me see, what time is it? 11. What time do I want to be off by? Maybe 12:03-ish. Okay. Anybody else have a suggestion or something you want me to try? Let's see. Let's put a little all right, Holly had sent me this stuff years ago. It's supposed to be for pain. You rub it into your muscles. And it worked okay, but it has a really distinct smell to it. But I like the size of the sprayer, and it sprayed nice. So when I used it all, I just put water in it and used it, but it also always leaves kind of a cool pattern or beading of, it still has the smell. So I'm just putting down the cardboard baseboard stuff. And now I'm going to take just a drip here and there of the coffee. And see what that looks like. I have stuff dripped everywhere. Doesn't look like anything. Oh, there's a little run. After it gets wet, it runs a little bit, Susan. All right, I don't want to get my fingerprints on there. I got this pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. That'll work. I love all these like lines and edges. All right, let's see. Let me move this off to the side. And let me pick up some of this jazz that's still on my glass. I think maybe it works better if you say the words when you're slap and drag. Oh, that's a good point, Jacqueline. Add some embossing powder. Well, you know what? I wonder what I was watching it. Oh, it was Sherry. It was Sherry Haybig, right? Is that how you say her last name? She was messing around with her jelly plate and she was sprinkling on pigment powder. Okay, what does Jacqueline say? She said, remember, these can be done in layers. So some that you didn't like much can be layered up and slap and drag. Yeah, I think it probably is better if you say the words, at least for my brain. Slap and drag. Mm. I don't know, because embossing powders, then you have to heat, and that would just get in big lumps, and it would kind of make it look. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I do have those like pigment powders. Let's get some of that out. They are right here, almost at my fingertips. If you want to know, right here. Let's see what colors might be most appropriate. This one is pomegranate. Now, some of them you can't tell because when you sprinkle them on, then they do other crazy things. This is a moss green, but now that I put it out there, I'm not sure I like it. This is nutmeg. How yummy does that sound? Pale porcelain. Trying to really trying to stay away from the pinks and purples that I tend to go towards. At times, hot cinnamon. But see, it looks green in the jar. These are kind of deceitful. Cedar wood. Okay, we don't have to get them all out, Lori. Let's just get out a couple. And I have my little tiny baby spoon here somewhere. And we can do a sprinkle. Now, Sherry was using her jelly plate, but I'm wondering how they would be on the glass. We could just do both. Okay, so now these, let me heat these a little bit and try to dry them up. And then I'm going to clean this all up real quick and see how these envelopes look if I start bending them, folding them, and trying to put them together. See what we can come up with. Jacqueline makes a very good point. It's really mostly all about. Oh, there she is. Sherry, did you hear me talking about him? I think I may have fell asleep. It was pigment powders, right? Oh, there's Aunt Beck. Hi, Becky. Um, it was pigment powders, right? Pigment powders through a stencil. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I'm just gonna sprinkle some on it. At least the first. Here's the comment. Here's this one. I don't know. What do you think about that one? That's kind of something. Kind of something to me. Something like it. I do have some stencils, of course, that I could pull out. So let's try. Um, all right. So I don't have a spritzer. That has. See, I have some of these little mister things. I forget what's in that one. That looks black. I don't know if I want black. This is definitely like a teal blue. I have a couple others, but I don't know where I. Oh, this may be. Well, no. You know what? I think this is. This might be that wild honey. Yeah, this is wild honey. Let's see. I think this is black. Oh, I've been trying to do so much better with wiping these nozzles off. But I mean, guess in some cases, maybe it doesn't always make a difference. I'm not sure. It's probably clogged down a little further. I'm not gonna fuss with it. Not gonna fuss with it now. I got enough. Got enough. I had like four of them, I thought. One could be sitting somewhere else. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to spritz down a little bit of this water, a little bit of my cardboard baseboard, and let's try the. This is cedar wood. This is pigment powder. Just sprinkling a little bit on. Now, this definitely is really dark looking, but it has kind of a red purpley undertone just from my naked eye. I don't know if you can really see. Schmack. Can't get the corner. Drag. Whoa. That looks like a mud puddle. Definitely a mud puddle. Well, that almost looks iridescent. It does look cool in person when you can move it and you can see the shimmers. Because my pigment powder, I don't know if that's the same with all pigment powder, this stuff definitely has shimmers to it. But that's like it's like a deep copper. And it almost looks black underneath there, which I'm not sure why that would be. All right, let me pull out a little, I'm not sure if I can really get these in a stencil. Let's see if I can get to my little stencil book. Little stencil storage book. I would guess I want something, you know, on the smaller side. No, this is kind of cool looking. Let's try that one. So I'm going to put, oh, you know what? She used a jelly plate, so maybe that would be a good idea. Let me put my jelly plate down. And let me spritz it a little. Let's see what trouble we can get into. All right, so I don't know that there's a right or wrong, but let's put that on that way. I'm giving it a press to kind of get it to adhere to it. Would make a pretty tag. Yeah, it would. It would, Sherry. Wood grain, okay. Susan's got a call from her daughter. That's always good. Okay. It's my cardboard. Oh, look, I got two of them. I bought this was from the stuff I got from that lady several years ago. I didn't, but I practically bought her whole craft supply, all her craft supplies. Let's see, this one is gravel. I think I want gravel. Let's see what else is here. This is decadence. It looks a little lighter. Let's try this one. I think I want something a little lighter. So I'm assuming it, well, you know what? Maybe I should put the powder down first. A little powder goes a long way. Yeah, it's hard for me to, okay, so I want to try maybe this nutmeg this time. It just looks so yummy in the jar. Now I gotta find my little spoon. I'm just kind of sprinkling in it, you know, for the mess. I mean, this is like the tiniest spoon. All right, so that's a little bit of nutmeg. I wish it smelled like nutmeg. I wonder if I should use the white and see what that does to the nutmeg. Let's see. Let's just do it. This has got a wide spray. Look, you can see where I got the nutmeg. Let's do the, you can always do a redo. Let's do the index card. Look, it's starting to come through a little. Interesting. Whoa. Girl, that is cool. Can you see it well? All of a sudden, I feel like why do I have a shadow? I don't know what I did to get this shadow. That looks really cool. Really cool. Now, if I pick this up, then I'm going to have another print. But see, I got to put something on there to pull it up with, right? So if I want more of that, there's still plenty of powder down. Maybe I will just spritz it again with the white and sop up. Try to concentrate more towards the center. Ooh, that's really juicy. Juicy? Let's put that down. And then let me put this so I can really rub it. Thanks, girls. Oh, that's a disappointment. So the white on the yellow, not a great idea. Not a great idea. Okay, so before I pull this up, I'm just nervous to pull it up because see, there's still a lot of powder there, but I guess it's not, guess I'm going to need an acrylic. I used a silicone makeup brush to press it through the stencil also. Oh. I mean, it looks like it's through the stencil. I don't have a brush, but I do have a silicone, like little scrapey thing. I'm just wondering what I want to put down. Once I pull my stencil up, what I want to put down to pick up that print. Because I think I want to, well, let me try the chalk board. Let's try this Decadence. Now, I wonder if I should run my brayer over that. Let's dig out a brayer. That looks cool. Oh, wow, that looks really cool. That looks really cool. All right, get these little pinchers out of the way. Oh my gosh, I have stuff everywhere. All right, let's try it again. I'm having a hard time holding something with one hand and pulling my index cards with the other. Oh, look at that. I'm liking the stencil. I kind of forgot I had that stencil. All right, heat tool. Well, let's face it, it's the stencil is like really making it cool. All right, so this is pale porcelain. Now let's get the I want it to kind of match the inside. So let me get more of this nutmeg out in my little spoon. Now let's see if I can quickly grab, this will be a miracle, quickly grab, I know what it looks like. It's got a big wide handle. There's one. This is a little silicone like spreader. So I'm going to do what Sherry did hers with a brush. I don't have a silicone brush. But the silicone's a great idea, I think, Sherry. Thank you. All right, so I'm just smashing that pigment powder into those little crevices of the stencil. And then I use the Decadence color. So let's do Decadence again. And my mind's already thinking, oh, I want to brayer that goodness off onto something I can use later. It's not just crazy talk. It's crazy talk. Maybe I'll brayer it in this book. Okay, brayer. Thank you very kindly. Look how yummy that's looking. Oh, I wonder if I should pull it up without brayering it. What do you think? You like what's underneath too? Yeah, I have to clean that up with something. I wish, can you guys really see this? See, it's kind of puddling and it's dark around the crevices of this stencil. I'm thinking maybe I should try to pick it up. Maybe I'll do it on top of this one that's a bust. This is turning out better than I thought. Okay, so let's... Aunt Beck says, yes, yes, yes. Oh, that looks yummy to me. All right, so now I'm going to spritz it again with the Decadence. Did I pick up the right thing last time? Decadence, Decadence, Decadence. That's cardboard. Cardboard. It's a round one. Decadence. Ooh la la, says Peggy. Okay. Little spritz of Decadence. This one I'm going to brayer. And then I've got this here. I'm going to try to... Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. That's delicious. That'll work for a little spread later on. Okay, now I'm going to take the flip side of this one. Center it. I'm going to go... Oh, that's really wet. I just want to be able to rub my hands and press on the jelly plate. And it's not easy to do that with damp paper. This one's damp. I really do like that one though, huh? Yummers. Okay, and I'm starting to fill in on that one, so that's cool too. All right, let's see what we get. All right, not bad. Okay. Now I need us let's put our heads together and I'm going to put probably an acrylic paint down. I'm going to pull up my stencil, put an acrylic paint down, but what color? See, this is where I struggle. Well,